Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Owoh's Corner, my own little corner of art. And in today's video, I would like to talk about networking, specifically networking for the introvert. Networking, or forming a network, is when a person, an individual, convenes and talks to different people in a particular field. It could be their own field, or it could be some adjacent field, or another asset or avenue that is completely foreign to what that specific person is in charge of or does. Networking is a big way that people can find talent, jobs, or other assets for their own personal projects. Artists specifically use a lot of networking. Some may even say that most of our jobs come through our network as we find different contractors or different potential employers through the people that we talk to and chat with. Though I will say that networking can be difficult for certain individuals. It was difficult for me when I was first starting, and it's also difficult for introverts as well. So, an introvert is someone who is patient and quiet. They're not usually or typically social butterflies. They don't provoke or they don't start interactions with people, and their social pools tend to be on the smaller side. Though, do not quickly write off introverts as people who are antisocial. They are not. Rather, they are people who are more thoughtful, they're more patient, and they also tend to think through things before they go head on, before they go straight for it. And given my introvert nature, as well as how I was brought up, when I was first introduced to the concept of networking, I almost saw it as taking advantage of people or using people for my own ends. And that is what really hurt my early networking and my early prospects when I was in college, because I couldn't break away from that mindset. And it was only until later on when I was able to sort of shift and change the way I perceive what networking is. If you are an introvert, someone who finds it difficult to start conversations, or someone who struggles with getting the name and the word of what you do out there, I would genuinely say start small. Do small things. Have people come to you. So what I do is I like to bring a sketchbook with me, and during my free time I like to sketch, or I like to draw, or sometimes I even like to write. And just me doing that, sort of doing my own thing and almost being wrapped inside of my own world, it draws people to me. They ask me, "Oh, what are you drawing? What are you doing? What are you writing about?" And then I'll tell them, "Oh, I'm drawing a character, I'm drawing a piece of scenery or a setting, I'm doing XYZ." And that sort of sparks interest for you to start a conversation. The thing is that we as introverts need to have conversation starters. We need to just passively bring up what we do and sort of genuinely talk about ourselves. Just have general conversations with people. That is sort of what I learned and what I grew to learn. Even in my retail job, when I am at the cash register and checking people out, I like to have general conversation. I'll say, "Hey, how are you doing?" or "How's the weather?" or what's going on. And that's usually a nice icebreaker to get people to calm down. It's also just genuinely nice to hear what they have to say. If they're going through any struggles and the like, then it sort of calms you down and it also calms them down. And then they'll may say something like, "Oh, I'm remodeling my home," or "Oh, I'm just buying some printer paper." And so you really want to ask leading questions like, "What are you printing?" or "What are you drawing?" And then they'll usually tell you, sometimes they'll tell you what you're doing. And then that's when you can sort of plant your own seed and say, "Well, oh, I'm an animator," or "Oh, I'm a digital artist." And that sort of sparks even further conversation. When you are an introvert and when you are trying to network, one of the good things to try and do is to really try and forge a connection or some sort of common ground with these people, because you're going to be warmer to them and you're going to feel more connected to them, and then they're also going to be interested in you. Dozens of people I told that I'm a graduate, that retail is just an in between until I find something in my field. I've told people of different projects I'm working on, even my YouTube channel. Some of the subscribers that I have now are through me networking and through people who have gained and garnered an interest through what I do and through what I like to talk about. And there are other methods to start networking. And I don't know all the ways, but I just wanted to share some of the ways that I sort of discovered and figured out how to do it. But there are plenty of other ways and methods that you can forge a network, because at the end of the day, you do need people who you can contact. You do need people who know of you. Even if you're just in the back of their mind, one day they may need a new logo or they may need a graphic for some essay or paper they're working on or some document. And they'll say, "Oh, I know that guy. He's a graphic designer or he's an animator. Maybe he can help me." Even if it's just consultation rather than just doing work for them, that's still beneficial, because it's that word of mouth and it's those reviews that will have them share what they know about you and share information about you, so then other people can contact you and you can continue to grow and flourish. Networking can be really helpful. Networking can help you grow and develop, hone your craft, and increase the likelihood of you finding jobs, finding work, and if you're just beginning, breaking into the scene for the first time. And even then, when you network and when you share information about yourself, you're also building your confidence. You are reminding yourself of what you're doing and why you love doing it. You're continuing to hone yourself, hone your ideas, and plan and plot out your long term goals by sharing them with other people and by getting feedback, or just by reminding yourself of what you love to do and why you love to do it. This was a bit of a short video, but that's really all I wanted to share, all I wanted to, go into detail about. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helps. Again, even though I am sort of focused on helping artists and animators, I do like to I do like to add more general concepts and general advice that can help anyone, not just my target audience. So I do hope that if you are trying to network and if you are trying to get yourself out there, this video did help you some way. Even if my advice didn't specifically help, perhaps you were able to draw inspiration from it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you want to. Don't feel forced if you don't want to. I also have a Patreon and a Buy Me a Coffee in the description below, as well as a Fiverr account if you want to enlist my help and aid in whatever projects you're working on. Anyway, this has been Owoh's Corner, my own little corner of art, and I'll see you guys in my next video or stream. Bye.